The Jordan River is of symbolic and spiritual significance to many since the Bible says,
What they had done was leave behind something that was so stupendous, so monstrously impressive.
River Jordan is one of the most culturally relevant rivers in the world, as it has deep ties with the three major Abrahamic faiths. However, in recent times, this iconic river has captivated global attention with its alarming decline in water levels. Now, the Jordan River has finally dried up, and something terrifying is happening, with many scholars comparing it to the biblical proclamation in Joshua 4:23. People all over the world are asking, why is the river drying up? And what could this mean for the fate of humanity? Join us as we unravel the mystery behind the mysterious drying up of the Jordan River. For countless generations, the people of Israel, Jordan, and Palestine have relied on the Jordan River as a vital lifeline, creating a deep connection to this sacred waterway. However, the past century has witnessed a distressing transformation of this iconic river. This frightening decline not only jeopardizes the livelihoods of millions, but also poses a threat to the ecosystem that relies on its waters. Although other well-known rivers around the world, including the Euphrates in the Middle East, the Yangtze in China, and the Danube in Europe have faced similar decline, there is something terrifying about this specific case that has been prophesied about hundreds of years ago. Keep watching for the mystery behind the Jordan finally drying up and the shocking revelations that have followed. Beyond its religious significance, the Jordan River holds deep cultural relevance in the region. Throughout millennia, this majestic river has played a central role in shaping the Middle East's destiny, witnessing the rise and fall of empires and the birth of great civilizations. Its awe-inspiring blue waters and the enchanting landscapes that surround it have served as a wellspring of inspiration for artists, poets, and musicians across the ages. For the people of Jordan and its neighboring nations, the Jordan River is not merely a symbol of their cultural heritage. It is a lifeline that sustains aquatic life and provides vital water supplies for millions. The river's preservation is of paramount importance for the prosperity and well-being of the region's inhabitants. Its waters are essential for irrigation, particularly in arid or irregular rainfall areas, enabling the cultivation of a diverse array of crops. From wheat and olives to dates, citrus fruits, and vegetables, the fertile banks of the Jordan River yield a bountiful harvest that not only nourishes the local population, but also contributes to the region's economic growth through exports. To meet the demands of agriculture along the Jordan River, farmers employ various irrigation methods. Flood irrigation, whereby fields are submerged with river water or channeled through canals, remains a prevalent technique. However, drip irrigation has gained popularity due to its efficiency and water-saving properties. This method delivers water directly to the plant's roots, reducing water consumption by up to 60% compared to flood irrigation. Moreover, the availability of water from the Jordan River has facilitated the development of hydroponic farming, an innovative approach that cultivates crops in a soil-free system using nutrient-rich water. This method consumes less water than traditional farming and yields higher crop yields of superior quality. The story of the drying Jordan River is one fraught with conflicts, dams, and human actions. It represents a harsh reality faced by millions of people in Jordan, Israel, and Palestine. However, it also serves as a compelling call to action, a reminder of the urgent need to address the challenges threatening this precious waterway and work towards its restoration. To understand why the Jordan River has finally dried up, let's explore the typical path of this water body. The upper course of the Jordan River begins at its origin and stretches until it reaches the majestic Sea of Galilee. From there, the river takes on its lower course, flowing towards its ultimate destination, the Dead Sea. What distinguishes this river is its remarkable location. Unlike most rivers that traverse flat terrain, the Jordan River meanders through a structural depression, appearing almost sunken into the surrounding land. This exceptional feature makes it the world's lowest elevation river. However, the river's extraordinary tale does not end there. Its voyage reaches its culmination at the Dead Sea, which holds the title of the lowest point on Earth, situated approximately 1,410 feet below sea level. Imagine standing on the edge of the Dead Sea and pondering the profound depth that lies beneath you, a staggering descent equivalent to the height of a 130-story building. The Jordan River originates from its birthplace on the slopes of Mount Hermon, nestled along the border shared by Syria and Lebanon. Flowing southward, it passes through the northern region of Israel, eventually reaching the magnificent Sea of Galilee. However, the river's journey extends beyond the Sea of Galilee, assuming a new role as a natural border. It serves as a demarcation between Israel and the West Bank on its western side, and Jordan on its eastern side. After crossing this significant boundary, the Jordan River completes its journey, finding serenity as it merges with the Dead Sea. Yet, the Jordan River does not travel alone. Along its course, it receives contributions from several tributaries, including the Banyas, Dan, Hasbani, Yarmouk, and Zarqa rivers. These tributaries unite their waters with the Jordan River, enriching its flow and character as it journeys toward its destination. Moreover, the river carries a valuable cargo of silt, minute particles of sand and dirt. Most of this silt settles in the Sea of Galilee, gradually making its way southward from a point known as the Degania Dam. What role did the Jordan Valley play in the drying of the River Jordan? And what mysterious discoveries have been made as the river dries up? Imagine a vast valley stretching all the way from Turkey to the Red Sea and beyond, forming part of the magnificent rift system in eastern Africa. This remarkable landscape is known as the Jordan Valley, characterized by its long and slender shape, typically about 6 miles wide, although it narrows at certain points. What truly captivates the eye is the valley's deep-seated position in contrast to the surrounding terrain, particularly in the southern region. It appears as if the valley has been carved into the Earth's surface, featuring steep and rugged cliffs that lend an air of grandeur to the entire area. Notably, the landscape is adorned with gorges formed by smaller streams called wadis, which cut through the terrain, adding to the dramatic beauty of the region. Throughout history, this river has played a vital role in the lives of communities residing along its banks. It has served as a lifeline, providing sustenance and livelihoods. Moreover, the Jordan River has acted as a major thoroughfare for travel and trade, offering a strategic advantage and a natural line of defense, which instilled a sense of safety among civilizations that flourished in its vicinity. As we flip through the pages of history, it becomes evident that the Jordan River has borne witness to the rise and fall of numerous civilizations. Some of the earliest known societies, such as the Canaanites, Amorites, and Israelites, established themselves and thrived near its banks. Moreover, renowned historical figures and empires, including the Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, and Byzantines, recognized the immense value and strategic importance of the Jordan River, vying for control over its resources. However, the Jordan River's significance transcends its role as a geographical feature and historical landmark. It occupies a prominent place in the religious narratives of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In Judaism and Christianity, the Jordan River assumes a central role, featuring as a star in ancient tales. It was the river that the Israelites, led by Joshua, crossed to reach the promised land after years of arduous wandering in the desert. Miraculous stories of prophets like Elijah and Elisha unfolded along the river's banks. Furthermore, it was at the Jordan River that John the Baptist delivered impassioned sermons and performed baptisms, including the most famous one of Jesus himself. Consequently, the Jordan River holds deep spiritual significance for Christians worldwide, attracting pilgrims from various denominations who seek to immerse themselves in its sacred waters, emulating the actions of Jesus. The Jordan River's significance also extends to Islam, as it is regarded as one of the 4 rivers of paradise mentioned in the Quran. Moreover, the river is intertwined with the stories of several prophets and revered figures in Islamic tradition, making it a site of immense importance for Muslims. Beyond its religious and historical significance, the Jordan River has revealed hidden secrets within its depths. In 2021, a remarkable archaeological discovery unfolded in Jordan's southeastern desert. Concealed for approximately 9,000 years, a complex of stone carvings emerged, offering a captivating glimpse into our distant past. These carvings depict two human-like faces etched into the stone, accompanied by a representation of a desert kite, an ancient stone trap used for hunting gazelles. One can envision it as an early version of a hunting net, constructed from stones. Additionally, the site encompasses an altar, a hearth, marine fossils, and even animal figurines. This extraordinary assemblage provides a 9,000-year-old snapshot of Neolithic life, with the carvings ranking among the oldest known works of art in the Middle East. This discovery transports us to another astonishing find: a submerged Neolithic village discovered beneath the waters of the Jordan River in Israel. Imagine stumbling upon a lost city submerged underwater. Around 8,000 years ago, a massive flood surged through the area, causing the water level of the Sea of Galilee and the Jordan River to rise. Consequently, an entire village, complete with stone houses, pottery, flint tools, and animal bones, was submerged and remarkably preserved beneath the water's surface. In 2013, a group of dedicated archaeologists from the Israel Antiquities Authority and the University of Haifa embarked on an extraordinary journey. Instead of traversing deserts or scaling mountains, they navigated the ancient shoreline of the Sea of Galilee. Armed with sonar and underwater cameras, they scanned the sea floor, hoping to unearth remnants of the past. Their efforts were rewarded when an intriguing sight caught their attention: a peculiar arrangement of stones that seemed out of place. Driven by curiosity and the excitement of potential discovery, they embarked on a closer examination. Their findings were nothing short of extraordinary: the submerged ruins of a vast settlement, boasting dozens of buildings, wells, walls, and even graves. As they delved deeper into the submerged village, they unearthed a treasure trove of artifacts: pottery vessels that once held food and drink, flint tools, and a myriad of other objects that provided valuable insights into the lives of the ancient inhabitants. What could have caused this terrifying event? The Jordan River, once a vibrant symbol of life and prosperity for the people of the Middle East, now stands as a haunting testament to ecological and human devastation. The reasons behind this alarming phenomenon are multifaceted and complex, rooted in a struggle for control over the river's precious water resources. As a result, a severe water shortage has gripped the region, affecting the livelihoods of millions who depend on the river for their survival. One of the key factors exacerbating the situation is the divergent water management policies pursued by the countries surrounding the Jordan River. Syria, for instance, has been diverting significant amounts of water from the Yarmouk River, one of Jordan's main tributaries, for its agricultural and domestic needs. Through the construction of dams and irrigation systems, Syria has drastically reduced the downstream flow of water to Jordan and Israel. Compounding the issue, Syria has also faced a severe drought in recent years, further depleting the river's resources. Consequently, the Yarmouk River has completely dried up in some areas, leaving behind a barren wasteland of cracked mud and dust. The consequences of Syria's actions have been dire, leading to a severe shortage of water in the region and jeopardizing the survival of those who rely on the river, including farmers unable to grow crops and communities struggling to access clean drinking water. Israel, too, has played a role in the decline of the Jordan River. The construction of a dam at the Sea of Galilee, the largest freshwater lake in Israel, has diverted over 50% of the water that should naturally flow into the Jordan River. This diversion has significantly reduced the river's flow and contributed to its gradual drying up. The people of Jordan, who have depended on the river for centuries to meet their daily needs, have been directly impacted by these actions. Over-extraction of water for agricultural and domestic purposes has emerged as another major issue driving the river's decline. Farmers and households along the river pump water without regulation or control, leading to a significant reduction in water levels. In some areas, the river has dwindled to a mere trickle, incapable of meeting the needs of local communities. Pollution stemming from untreated wastewater, industrial waste, and agricultural runoff has further compounded the problem. These contaminants are indiscriminately dumped into the river, resulting in a degradation of water quality and the deterioration of the river's ecosystem. The once thriving biodiversity of the river and its surroundings is now under threat, imperiling numerous plant and animal species. The ongoing refugee crisis in the Middle East, sparked by the Syrian conflict, has exerted additional strain on the region's resources, including water. Jordan, a country that has generously provided refuge to millions of displaced Syrians, has experienced a doubling of its population since the conflict began. Presently, over 750,000 Syrian refugees reside in Jordan, placing immense pressure on the already limited water resources. Many refugees live in camps lacking proper water and sanitation facilities, resulting in the contamination of nearby water sources, including the Jordan River. Furthermore, the camps themselves demand substantial amounts of water for cooking, hygiene, and sanitation, further depleting the river's resources. The influx of refugees has also led to increased agricultural activity, as many rely on subsistence farming for sustenance and income. However, this heightened agricultural activity has further drained the Jordan River's water resources, as water is diverted for irrigation. Other factors contributing to the drying up of the Jordan River include the high birth rate in the region, which has escalated water demand and strained the river and its tributaries. Additionally, global warming has played a significant role, with rising temperatures altering rainfall patterns and exacerbating drought conditions. Human activities such as over-extraction of groundwater, deforestation, and land use changes have also contributed to the river's decline. The demand for water resources has skyrocketed, particularly in areas experiencing rapid population growth, such as Jordan. In response, locals have resorted to drilling wells and tapping into underground water reserves, leading to their depletion. Deforestation and land use changes have increased soil erosion, causing sediments to accumulate in the river, thus reducing its water-carrying capacity. What are the consequences of the drying up of the Jordan River? The impact of climate change on the drying of the Jordan River cannot be overlooked. The Middle East, already known for its scorching and arid conditions, is particularly vulnerable to the effects of global warming. Climate change has resulted in more frequent and severe droughts, diminishing the water supply flowing into the river. Warmer temperatures have also intensified the evaporation rate from the river and surrounding soil, further depleting the water resources in the region. The consequences of the drying Jordan River are far-reaching. Communities that once thrived alongside its banks now face severe water shortages, leading to heightened competition and conflicts over resources. The environmental toll has been significant, with the rich ecosystems that once teemed with plant and animal life now degraded. Wetlands, critical habitats for migratory birds and other wildlife, have vanished, leading to a decline in biodiversity. Furthermore, the reduced flow of the river has also impacted the Dead Sea, which is connected to the Jordan River. The dramatic decrease in water inflow has caused the Dead Sea to shrink at an alarming rate, leading to the formation of sinkholes and the destruction of tourist sites. Efforts to address the crisis and restore the Jordan River's vitality are underway, but progress has been slow and challenging. International organizations and regional initiatives have sought to promote cooperation among the countries sharing the river, aiming to establish more sustainable water management practices and address the competing demands for water resources. The United Nations, along with various non-governmental organizations, has been involved in projects focused on wastewater treatment and reuse, aiming to reduce pollution and increase the availability of clean water. However, political tensions, historical conflicts, and competing national interests continue to hinder effective cooperation and sustainable solutions. Resolving these issues and implementing comprehensive water management strategies will require political will, regional cooperation, and long-term planning. The Jordan River is subject to a remarkable natural phenomenon, largely influenced by its unique geological characteristics. Flowing through the Jordan Rift Valley, a distinctive geological formation formed by the separation of tectonic plates, the river finds itself amidst one of the most geologically active regions on our planet. Spanning from Syria to Mozambique, the Jordan Rift Valley is part of the expansive Great Rift Valley. Within this valley, a series of geological features significantly impact the water flow of the Jordan River. One prominent feature is the Dead Sea Transform Fault, a major fault line extending along the valley's length. This fault marks the boundary between the African and Arabian tectonic plates, and its movement generates seismic activity in the region. In relation to the Jordan River, the Dead Sea Transform Fault creates pull-apart basins, resulting from the opposing movement of the fault's two sides. As the plates shift, the rocks stretch and fracture, forming steps or terraces that trap water and impede downstream flow. Another geological characteristic of the Jordan Rift Valley that affects the water flow of the Jordan River is the significant subsidence of the region. Subsidence refers to the sinking of the Earth's surface, a common occurrence in rift valleys. In the Jordan Rift Valley, subsidence is caused by the stretching and fracturing of the Earth's crust, which creates voids and cavities that become filled with water. This subsidence has several consequences on the water flow of the Jordan River. Firstly, it gives rise to sinkholes and depressions throughout the Jordan Valley, posing hazards to both people and infrastructure. These formations act as traps, preventing water from flowing downstream. Secondly, subsidence affects the groundwater recharge of the Jordan River. Groundwater recharge is the process by which water seeps into the ground, replenishing the aquifer, a crucial water source for the river. However, subsidence reduces the amount of water that can permeate the ground and recharge the aquifer. Lastly, subsidence alters the course of the Jordan River. The constant shifting of the river's path due to subsidence and crustal fracturing creates new channels and redirects the water flow. In addition to the pull-apart basins and subsidence, erosion plays a significant role in shaping the water flow of the Jordan River. Erosion, caused by the wearing away of the Earth's surface by water and wind, has sculpted the river's course over millions of years. The Jordan River passes through narrow canyons and gorges that have been carved out of the rock, characterized by deep, narrow passages with steep walls. Consequently, water encounters obstacles and experiences bottlenecks, impeding its flow. Furthermore, erosion has led to the formation of alluvial fans, cone-shaped sediment deposits that accumulate at the base of mountains and hills. These fans act as barriers, preventing water from progressing downstream and causing the river to dry up. The current drying up of the Jordan River carries a symbolic resemblance to the biblical account of the river's miraculous drying up. Just as the biblical narrative recounts the Jordan River parting to allow the Israelites to cross into the Promised Land, the present-day dwindling water levels of the Jordan River serve as a tangible reminder of the vulnerability of this vital waterway. It prompts us to reflect on the historical significance of the river and the urgent need for conservation efforts to ensure its preservation for future generations. Thanks for watching another episode of Beyond Discovery. While you're still here, click on the other videos you see on your screen right now.